Welcome to the Star Player Spotlight, where we sprinkle shine on star players shaking up the stratosphere. Hello, star players. We are back with episode 2 of the Star Player Spotlight, and I'm so excited to welcome in our second guest of this series, someone I've known for a very long time,
Hmm.
godfather of my daughter, even
Yeah,
though
yeah.
he seems to have adopted my son. We're not mad at it. So this is Rashad Lance, the CEO and founder of Fear the Brim. Um, let's just go straight into it. Rashad, introduce yourself and your
What's up,
business.
Ari? How's it going? How you feeling today?
Good, good.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys had a nice vacation. I'm glad. I know you bet you happy to be home, but yeah, what to do? Happy to be here. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Of course, of course. So tell us about your company, Fear the Brim. One, how did you come up with the name?
Hmm.
What is this Brim business? And we want to know.
Yeah. A founder, brand ambassador of Field of Brim LLC. We specialize in one-on-one customizations, hat repair, one-on-one customs, as well as events for any parties, weddings, and anything you could think of. We're on it. Yeah. So interesting enough, I mean, the name was kind of by accident. I think I was talking to my roommate in college at the time. His name is Teddy. Shout out Teddy, that's my boy. So I was speaking to him at the time, and by that time I was already interested in hats. I was working at a hat store in Manhattan while I was in high school, attending boarding school. So I was introduced to it very early on, which was perfect for me because I was always into like art and fashion, and luckily enough, I just bumped into a craft that was translated just the way I needed. But yeah, so we was talking about something. It's hard to remember now, but he was just like, yeah, like the way you carry yourself when you walk into a room present. He's like people don't know how to approach you. They like it's like fear to brim, da da da. And I was like, oh, that's funny. And then from there, I was like, you know what, let's run with that because by that time, in college, everybody's trying to figure out what they want to do, how we're gonna go about things, and I already had like a solid network. I was making like customizations for high end clientele that were going through the store, so
Yes.
I was building that network. I was modeling heavily at that time. So I was getting involved in the industry and able to like navigate a couple doors. So by the time I was like, you know what, I love this and let's just fully do it. I was
Yeah.
able to incorporate it with a multitude of things that I was already interested in, art, fashion, everything to that nature. So then I just decided to go full through, and it's business has been great. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it for sure.
It has been, and I was happy that you mentioned that your business is so successful because for all of our viewers and listeners tuned in, as his business has been propelling by proxy, so has ours. So what's really, really interesting is that, and I don't know if you have this to show, our affirmation cards have been literally embedded, enmeshed
For real.
if you can imagine it into his custom hat. So if you want to tell us like how did that crossover episode ever come to be, like and if
Yeah.
you have the product to show us, I'm sure they would appreciate seeing that. I find it so interesting. So yeah, like how did this ever come, affirmation cards into hats?
Yes. So I guess to start, when it comes to my one-on-one customs and the way I go about my process of making a hat, is real personal because I treat it as a extension of myself. It's like an art form to me. So with that being said, when I usually make a custom for a client, I like to sit down with them, at least have a quick consultation just to get an idea of what they want, make it as personalized as possible. So no matter what, when you're walking down the street, they never have to worry about, oh, I have a hat like that. It's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Somebody, you never have a hat like this. It's crazy. And I love that feeling for me when I embrace and wear it, and I love to see it translate onto my customers as well. So yeah, playing cards in the hat has always been just like a thing done, at least for a while, a trendy thing done in the hat world. Typically it's just like regular playing cards, so ace, stuff like that. I had a Vegas client. I made a hat for him. He wanted a playing card and I placed it in it. He enjoyed it. He loved it. I guess somebody else saw it. They loved it. I made another one for them. Um, they said, "Oh, I want it a little bit more personal." This person at the time was actually going through a couple things. Because again, when you get into that styling realm, Phil, you become real, a person who's like, I care. Like I care about the people that care about what I care about. My art. I'm glad they love it. So either way, that's how you build. How I build clientele. At least I like to navigate my circle. So he's like, yeah, I want a car back there, but I want something maybe a little bit different. So I'm searching, I'm looking, and lo and behold, it was a random Sunday. I began making your playing cards a part of like my mental day. I usually pick Sunday or a couple days in a week. So, but yeah, it was a random Sunday. I was sitting there. I was like, all right, let me start my day right here. Get the tea, get my cards ready, decide how I want to tackle the day, which greatly appreciate. It has been tremendous help for sure, especially when it comes to starting the day. Like, but anyway, so I was
No,
doing
go
that and.
on. We love this.
It's nah, because it's crazy. It is crazy. So, but I was doing that, and I was like, this helps me. Maybe it'll be able to help this client. So I closed my eyes. I picked the card in, and I was like, all right, this is additional inspiration I could put towards making their creation come to life. And did that. They loved it. Somebody else saw he told difference. They wanted the same thing, but they're like, yo, we want the card that you put in there. It's like, which one do you get? That I was like, I mean, it's random. Like I ain't put too much, but okay, cool. Say less. You got just my arm. And I was like, all right, let me be mindful. So even the way I began stitching the card, I placed it in a way like so your logo was still is readable, so people can know where it goes, but yeah, I started doing that. Then when I have my one-on-one appointments with my clients, I'm like, all right, to leave with something special, I'll lay out 4 cards. I'll be like, yo, pick one. And I'm like, all right, cool. I want you to take this with you. Remember this message, and this message is gonna come with you at the end of this process. And the people been loving it. They absolutely been loving it. I love being able to like give them something that I know is also coming from like a genuine, reliable source of good
Yes.
energy and good aura. So it works. It works in their hand. They yeah, seeing the smiles on their face, them be able to have to carry that with them.
Yes.
Especially on a place so important as one's head. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna
Yes.
have a crown on your head, it needs to say something. It needs to represent something. So I just found it worked. It worked out, and I feel good every time I can hand a client like a little piece of that.
And it feels good to hear to know that our cards like are an adorning jewel on someone's head, and we don't know what rooms these people are gonna walk into or like where they're gonna wear the hat. So as just to let everybody know, I have a custom hat from Fear the Brim as well. It was a birthday gift last year, and
They love
it
that one.
is a conversation starter everywhere I go. Like without
Yeah.
fail, I can wear it to somewhere as fun as the rodeo or as formal as like after 5 cocktail event. I live in Houston, Texas, so there's always a reason to have a hat, be it cowboy hat, for the
Hmm.
it doesn't matter. We just love hats out here. And it's always a conversation starter. And last year at the rodeo, I had that same thought. I know no one's gonna have on their head what I have on mine.
Yeah.
You were able to stitch in by hand aspects of our logo, incorporating the crescent moon. So believe him when he says he cares about his clients, and just knowing what's important, bringing that to the forefront. So I want to go back a little bit and talk
Hmm.
about some of the reactions, like you're able to see in real time on your consultation conversations when you're starting, the 4 cards are laid in front of them. I know
Hmm.
a lot of people are very skeptical. They're like, "Oh, what's this?" So,
Yeah.
talk me through what happens when the cards are face down versus when they read what's on it and then they process those words and they're sharing this space with you, doing something as special as getting a custom piece made.
Yeah. For sure. I would say when I first started doing it wasn't that difficult, like introducing the concept. I guess I don't know. It's New York. Everybody's just kind of open to it. It being face down, I just knew no matter what the message was on the other side, somebody needed it. Like, especially in New York City, Jesus Christ, we be going through it. You know it. Before we headed out there and abandon us, we be going through it. So I'm like, listen, they could take it or not. But I mean, I always offer it as anything else. So it's like, would you like a playing card? Do you have anything in mind? And usually, I mean, my clientele, they trust me, so they like, no, whatever you're doing, just keep go. So I'm like, all right, yo, here's this, pick one. They read it, but oh my god, they glow up. They like, yo, they find something that relates to their life that brings in, and every message on the card is different. Some of them are a little bit maybe profound or maybe target something. Some are just like, yo, have a good day. Some of the, you know what I mean? Like, you are who you feel you are at the moment. Like, there's just some that people, they love the positive message that it brings. Like, for instance, I actually do have one that I was just recently working on. So this is a custom that was being done for a client. They same thing, was trying to make it as personal as possible
Mm-hmm.
within, yeah, stitched in the right threading on it. This hat was called the Nomad, inspired by something that the client had in mind. Stitched in the red threading, representing like bloodline. The message behind it is positive. I made sure I added word wording details stitched within the brim. And
Yeah.
again, you'll be able to see all this on my website on Instagram. But yeah, like this one, I am getting all the desires of my heart. Like for a hat that's based off your travel and being able to go about. I was like, all right, if you're gonna do that, you're getting everything you possibly want. Like it just works. It works, and it helped inspire the hat, and it was the perfect card for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But that's just an example. It's like, all right, cool. That little bit of that was allowing me to be able to like translate it onto the hat. But yeah, and it's fun to do, and I love it. And every time I do it, I have a reason to think about family, to think about the positive messaging, where it's coming from, knowing that it's going into another home, knowing that it's going to be appreciated somewhere else. And yeah,
Yeah, and knowing that it's traveling the world. So since we're on the
yeah.
topic of seeing what resonates, let's do affirmation card pull for this
Let's
conversation.
do it. Say it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle. I'm gonna take the blank ones out just because, I mean, you could make up your own, but let's just see what is already written. So I'm gonna shuffle. Now, do you shuffle before every four cards that you pull?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
yeah. Every day is a new day.
Yeah. Yes, it is. So I'm just gonna put down four, and we'll see what all four say.
Say that.
Why limit? All right. So the first one that we have, just for the energy of this conversation, is
Hmm.
everything happens for the better.
That's a fact. Love that.
Yeah, my grandfather used to say that to me all the time, and I would be like, "But I didn't even finish my story, my lament." Like, yeah, okay, well, all right, sure. And then the next is love in its purest form surrounds me. Okay,
Mm.
we already know that's true. Your family. Next is what I need to hear. Okay, the money I need is making its way towards me at rapid speed,
Yo, the quickest.
like
The
directly,
quickest, please.
literally wire it. And
Get
then
it here immediately.
the last one is my story includes a happily ever after, which I think you're definitely a part of that. You were part of
There
the
we go.
happiest day of my life.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that.
So, how are you feeling after receiving these? Any resonate with you? I know I made my own personal connections, but how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. All of those hit for different reasons. All of those definitely hit for different reasons. Nah, I need that money expeditiously. Uh, I need that one to blossom into whatever fruit it needs to.
Same, that's my favorite one to pull. I'm like, okay, save it.
You're right.
So yeah, I mean, I love that people can see those reactions in real time and
Mm-hmm.
that like just order your own deck. We don't have to sell it to you because just experience the magic for yourself. I put myself into each one of these messages um, during a state of meditation, is where most of them were drafted. Some of them were things that are passed down. And I love that you mentioned earlier, like lineage and bloodline. That first one
Mm-hmm.
that we pulled is something that my grandfather left with me. And I think that words of affirmation or even wisdom can be part of our inheritance. We always think money and
Yeah.
houses and land. Wisdom, encouragement can also be part of
Yeah.
inheritance. I do believe so.
And it
Um,
never leaves. The best
no,
part about it never leaves.
yeah. I mean, my grandfather passed when I was 12 years old. I'm 36, going on 36 this year, and
Yeah.
I remember it always, like, because it's wisdom. It's just a flame that's very hard to put out.
Hmm.
So yeah,
And now that that message is it gets translated and it now it's moving around. It's getting some good. It's getting some good steam too. It's moving around.
I think he would be proud, honestly, of all of this, all of
Yeah.
this.
All of it, right. All of this fact. Yeah.
Um, so now I want to transition to talk more like kind of broader scope, not just about our cards. Of course, you feel free to say what you want about your business, but where do affirmations play a role in general when it comes to how you present yourself? Fashion choices, like, is the way you speak to yourself an important part of being fashionable, or like what role do affirmations play when it comes to your self presentation, not you but just in general?
Yeah, I would say it holds a big part because it would be impossible for you to present yourself and like present yourself to other people because it does take more than just like fabric and garment. Like it's a certain energy, it's a certain way that you approach people that usually rings in a room before anything else. So with that being said, I feel like having that, like some people may have like confidence or charisma. You have to by default and no matter what, speak to yourself first. Like you have to walk out the door and speak to yourself, even if you didn't even know you was giving yourself affirmation. It may just be like, God damn, I look good today. You said that every day before you walked out, right? Like you have to speak to yourself first before you then try to translate that into the world for at least for I guess to be happy at least. Like to
Yeah,
at
yeah,
least be
yeah, yeah,
happy. I
yeah.
guess you can just ignore it, but to be happy at least I would say. So I do say it plays a big part. In fashion, people usually like to represent themselves by the things that they put on for sure. But those people that you see with the most creative garments or that level of creativity or like attention to detail, you wouldn't believe the things they have to say, right? Like they are also people that have to have a lot to say. That creativity goes a long way. But with that being said, those people also have to talk to themselves a certain way, talk to other people a certain way, especially depending on where you are in the industry, right? Like you I can tell you this looks good, but unless I tell you this look good, you're not gonna want to do it. You're not gonna step out into the world believing what I say. It doesn't work like that. Like you have to believe it and feel it at the same time. And I mean, you might as well say it, like if you look good, you look good. It ain't your fault you look good.
Apologize for what?
Like it is what it is. So I mean, if you're talking positively about yourself, I feel like if anybody else got an issue with it, that's on them. But
Yeah.
yeah, like affirmation is for you. So say whatever you gotta say. Like it ain't gotta be that deep or profound. Whatever you need to take with you out the door. If that's what you need, that's what you need. But if you're gonna need to take that out the door first before you put on any jacket or designer wear, because it's not gonna mean nothing once you
Yeah.
step into a room full of people.
Yeah, and it won't translate if there hasn't been, you haven't taken the time to put that shit on
Right.
inside, first. If you, it
Yeah.
won't translate. It'll just look like a hodgepodge of thrown together, because you're right, there is a certain energy that comes with it. And like, the people that are bold and very fashion forward, they've had a lot of criticism and they've had to develop tough skin to look
Yeah.
past all that, because you just don't wake up and put on a fly outfit one day and now you're a fashion god. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yo,
work
it's
like that.
yo. I mean, I enjoyed. I'm glad people now are enjoying it. But yo, I was a wild kid in high school just wearing fedoras, nigga. That was weird. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't the most part like that. That was odd, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Now
Yeah,
everybody else enjoyed it, and with fashion, at least you're gonna get that a lot. Like it'll be a guy out there, he'll have a trash outfit, but energy through the roof, and you're just like, it's good to it. It don't even matter. It's just how he wearing it. Like so, it goes hand in hand for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So, where can the people find you? Any big projects or things to look out for? Anything that you want to announce here, exclusive? Heard it here first. Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh. There's always a lot going on. First, check out the Instagram, Fear the Brim Styling. Check out the website, www.fearthebrim.com. Place any orders you want, any customizations. One message for sure, our carbon footprint in regards to the fashion industry is crazy. So if you do have any repairs, if you want to bring back a hat from a loved one that hasn't been worn or is just sitting there, but it's a cherished memory, we do have repairs, we do restorations. Quality material is supposed to last a long time. People have to remember that. So get your items done by the best. Get your hats made by the best. You know what I mean? Get it for your boy. But otherwise, yeah, just place your orders and enjoy the show, guys, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I
I'm
have.
going to be doing a couple pop ups. Definitely New York Fashion Week is around the corner. We got a couple events throughout the year. But stay tuned, keep a lookout, and yeah, set up your consultations.
Yes, please do. I have one more question that came to mind. I know
What's
you
up?
kind of addressing the guys. So a lot of my audience is women. What would you say to women who are maybe fedora curious? Like what they feel like, oh no, those are hats for men and like I can't rock that kind of hat. Like what do you tell to women to just kind of get them to reshape their mindset?
Yeah, I mean, I think one probably don't think about it so hard. I mean, out of my clientele, maybe 65% of my clientele are women, as opposed to men, in which you would think it would be the other way around. But no, I mean, one, women do a high majority of the shopping. In regards to being comfortability, please, I mean, women are beautiful. Like you guys are gonna pull it off. There's certain hats and different hat shapes for different people. A lot of people that had experience is usually limited to what they see at boutiques or maybe a shelf, compared to like the experience that we provide where I'm making it for you, dimensions of your face, dimensions of show. Like it's so, don't be afraid. It's a great statement piece. Like I said, it can last forever. Something that you can possibly pass down if you maintain it correctly. It's for you, and it'll be a piece of art that no one will ever have. And there's nothing like exclusivity. So yeah, don't be shy. Like I got you. I style women. I make hats for women. That this hat right here, it's a good chance to probably be sold to women. I just put it up today, but yeah, nah. Welcome to the hat world. It's fun. It's fun. And the best part, and the best part, if you like hats, like there's a good chance you're gonna be able to find a dude that like hats. Now you can just steal his hats. Now you extra fly. Now you extra fly. So nah, it's a win-win. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
win-win.
I definitely take my husband's hat. So I'm like, oh, I need to borrow this one and
Well,
this
right. Like,
one. Well, thank you so, so much. I feel like
thank
this
you
is
for having me.
profound. Like you really ate on there's nothing like exclusivity, whatever you just said. I was like, oh, wow, I had chills. And make sure you follow him. He's doing amazing things. He's super humble, but like he's been to the Kentucky Derby with his art form, like fashion runway shows. Like you're doing an amazing job. Not that you need me to tell you that, but
I am.
yeah. And
Thank you, though.
thank you. And we are gonna wrap episode 2. Yay!
Peace, guys. Follow Fitter.